Yes. We're lucky to have back with us the PCS Group today. We have Ricardo Martinez, and he has brought a client with him, Brandan Stein, President and COO of Exclusive Sedan Service, shedding light on an issue they had at PCS that they were able to alleviate. Client was a little nervous, sorry about that. I'm reading everything here. Exclusive Sedan provides quality chauffeured ground transportation for executives, business travelers, and special events and meeting professionals in Los Angeles and around the world. But Ricardo, first, let's brief everyone on PCS Group and what you guys do.
Sure. Thank you, George. So we're a local IT service provider. We have coverage in all of Southern California, meaning if you have a business down near the border, we can dispatch a technician out to service your computer repair needs.
Exactly. And I want to bring you in, Brandan, on this. And as a client of PCS, what have they done to help you guys?
So I have been very impressed and happy. Most recently, we had a server go down, and we're operating over 100 vehicles a day. And immediately up on another server, they were able to have us up and running, and within a few hours, they had our server fixed and back in action. So we can have no downtime. We rely on the software and technology. So very happy.
Vehicle dispatching, very, very important, especially as a large company. This isn't something that you can just, the old days of phones and things like that. This really is something that with this type of technology we have can really enhance your business and give you that cutting edge. So having that is very, very important. And Ricardo, I know that we've talked to PCS Group before about your ability. It's not just having to wait until a technician shows up. In a lot of cases, you can do it from a virtual standpoint, correct?
That's right. We call it remote monitoring. And basically what happens is, like in Brandan's case, what we'll do is we'll have a technician on standby anytime an employee of Brandan has a computer issue. It could be anything. It could be just my computer's not booting up. And they just pick up the phone, we log a ticket, and the technician jumps on there, and he's able to monitor what's going on with that particular workstation, assess it, and see if he can either fix it on the spot remotely. We have tools for that, or he may decide that he needs to escalate it, and we'll dispatch a technician out to service it. And of course, it depends on how critical it is. Sometimes it could be just a printer that they're going to put online, and it could be done in 4 hours. There's just not a big rush.
Well, I think that's interesting in this day and age, because a lot of times the stress used to be waiting for the technician. Everything is down. You gotta wait till they come out to your office to see, which could be several hours depending upon your workload. And now with that ability to jump right in from a virtual standpoint, not only are you reducing the stress of the client who knows that you're on it, but in a lot of cases it improves your workflow as well. So this modern stuff is really amazing to me. I want to talk also another pain point experiencing with Exclusive Sedan. Brandan was using a cloud-based email provider that was difficult to correspond with. But I want to talk about some of the things that how did that situation get resolved?
So we used to be on cloud-based emails, and what would happen was when we would go down, our emails wouldn't come through, because I have a reservation team getting emails all day long. You would call the hotline, and it would take hours for this situation to get fixed. And PCS was able to take our emails and host it on the servers, and we've had no issues since then. So.
And that's important too, because that's the worst thing in the world, because you don't get that opportunity. In the old days, I'm always comparing old to new. I've been around a little while, where it could be, oh, I lost the message. You had a receptionist taking something down. I didn't get the message. You don't have that luxury anymore. And if someone sends an email, they expect a response, or expect to at least know that you've acknowledged that you've received their response. And if not, they'll go somewhere else.
Immediately. They need their confirmations, everything immediately.
And we're talking about PCS Group really giving you the cutting edge and making sure that not only you're in contact, but everything works as it's supposed to work.
Yeah. One of the things we're very sensitive about is the client's needs. And Exclusive Sedan has very high-end clients. We're talking movie producers and Hollywood type. And Brandan, I shouldn't speak for him, but what I know he does and what sets him apart is that they focus on that high level of service. So you can't have, hey, did you didn't get my email for my reservation,
exactly,
for my limousine? those types of things. And those are things that we sit down and kind of work out, what are the high priority things that we can, check off to make sure they're always running. And if it's going to be down or it's going to be an issue, they're going to know in advance.
So in other words, you are backing up his understanding their needs, and especially I know the Hollywood types, and it's all it's not only just who you know to get into the business, it's who you know if you're affiliated with that business, and so it could just as easily go bad for you if something doesn't go right. Am I correct, Brandan? It could just change the whole workload of your business and not in a good way.
Very correct. And he talks about checklists. In our contracts, we guarantee our clients certain things. That's why they come to us. For safety, confidentiality, and speed. And it's not, you talk about the old days. We're not hanging papers on the wall anymore when I first got in the business or operating out of notebooks. We're relying on this technology, fast, quick, and efficient. So
it's got to be up and running. PCS has a really good grasp of, and I would say with all of your clients, understanding their needs, their technological needs, so that they can be up and running and get that edge on their business, right? Right, Ricardo?
That's right.
Exactly. And so PCSSCV.com.
Yes.
Right? That is the website. You can call them also at 705-8460. This is a really good testimonial to your level of clients, the level of service you provide in making sure. And again, the focus is that PCS Group understands the needs of the clients and how important and critical it is that their systems are up and running so that they can continue to work without any downtime or maintain that competitive edge. Outstanding. Ricardo, Brandan, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And keep up the good work.
thank you for having me.
You bet.